Hey YouTube, Tim Eckert here. In this video we're looking at fractional exponents. I'll leave a link to this worksheet in the description. I'll put it up on Teacher by Teachers for free in case you're coming across this and want to use this worksheet in your classes or you want to practice this worksheet. Okay, so the first problem here, we're simplifying 81 x to the fourth y squared. We're raising that to the half power, so we're taking the square root of that. So if I look at the square root of 81, well, that is going to be 9. The square root of x to the fourth is going to be x squared. And the square root of y squared is going to be y, because y times y is y squared. So our solution here is going to be 9x squared y. All right, our next problem, we are taking we're raising it to the 1/3 power, which is like the cube root. So we're taking the cube root of negative 27 p to the 9th q cubed. Okay, the cube root of negative 27 is negative 3, because if you multiply negative 3 by negative 3 by negative 3, you're going to get negative 27. So the cube root of negative 27 is negative 3. The cube root of p to the 9th is p cubed, because p cubed times p cubed times p cubed equals p to the 9th. Another way to think of that is we're raising a power to a power. So 9 to the 1/3 power, you multiply them, so 9 times 1/3 is 3. And then q to the 3rd power raised to the 1/3 power is q to the 1st power, or just q. So my answer is negative 3 p cubed q. Okay, let's look at this next one. Problem 3. We're raising to the 1/5 power. That's the same as the 5th root of 32m to the 10th power n to the 5th power. So the 5th root of 32 is 2. The reason being, if you multiply 5 2's together, you're going to get 32. Okay, so the 5th root of 32 is 2. The 5th root of m to the 10th power is m squared. And the 5th root of n to the 5th power is just n. Okay, so our solution here is 2m squared n. Okay, problem 4. We're raising to the half power, so this is a square root of 64 a to the 12th b to the 6th. Square root of 64 is 8, because 8 times 8 is 64. If I raise the 12th power to the 1/2 power, that's the 6th power, because we multiply the powers. So we have 8a to the 6th, and then 6 times 1/2 is 3, so it's b cubed. Okay, next one. Now we're simplifying the 5th root of negative 32 x to the 10th y to the 5th. So the 5th root of negative 32 is negative 2, because if we multiply 5 negative 2's together, we get negative 32. The 5th root of x to the 10th, think of this as 10 times 1/5, so it's going to be x squared. And then think of this exponent, 5 times 1/5 is 1, so it's x squared y. So negative 2 x squared y is our solution here. Okay, in this next problem, we have the 6th root of 64a cubed b to the 6th. So this 6th root of 64 is 2. Why is that? Well, if we take 6 2's and multiply them together, we are going to get 64. Now, this is like 3 times 1/6, so 3/6 or 1/2. So we have a to the 1/2 power. We're going to deal with that in a moment. And then 6 times 1/6 is 1, so b to the 1st power. So I'm going to rearrange this as 2b. 1/2 power is like the square root. 2b times the square root of a. Okay, let's keep going. Problem 7. We're taking the cube root of negative 125 r squared s to the 9th. So the cube root of negative 125 is negative 5, because if we multiply 3 negative 5s together, we're going to get negative 125. And then we have 2 times 1/3, so this becomes r to the 2/3 power. We'll deal with that in a moment. And then 9 times 1/3 is 3, times s to the 3rd power. So this, if I rearrange, it's going to be negative 5 s cubed. And then we're going to do the cube root of r squared. Let me try and actually write that r better. Okay, there we go. Okay, for this next problem, we're taking the 7th root of negative 128 a to the 14th b to the 7th. So the 7th root of negative 128 is negative 2, because if we multiply 7 negative 2's together, we're going to get negative 128. 14 times 1/7 is 2, so we have a squared. And then 7 times 1/7 is 1, so it's negative 2 a squared b. Okay, problem number 9. We're taking the 6th root of 1,000,000 a to the 12th b to the 6th. So 10 to the 6th power is 1,000,000. So the 6th root of 1,000,000 is 10. And then 12 times 1/6 is 2, so 10a squared. 6 times 1/6 is 1, so 10a squared b. Okay, our last problem here, we're taking the 9th root of negative 1,000,000,000 r to the 18th s to the 27th. So negative 10 to the 9th power is negative 1,000,000,000. So this is going to be negative 10. Then 18 times 1/9 is 2, so r squared. 27 times 1/9 is 3, so r squared s cubed. So negative 10 r squared s cubed is our solution for this last problem. Again, this worksheet, I'll put a link in the description. I'll put it up on Teacher Pay Teachers in case you want to use it. Also, if this was helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe. And yeah, if you have questions, leave a comment in the comments below.